A very warm welcome everyone as this funky music plays. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're taking a look at Nigel Mansell's World Championship, as this title says. It's a game we've already reviewed on the Sega Mega Drive, so let's see how it plays here. The game was published by Gremlin Graphics in 1992, and there are a few differences from the Sega Mega Drive version. So, lots of different options here, brilliant presentation on this, hopefully the game is just as good. We'll put it on the joystick. Let's see what options we can get here. Want to make it easy as possible for myself. We'll keep the game on rookie mode because it does automatic gears. There's driving school to get you up to scratch or improve with Mansell, but we'll go straight into a championship. You can tune the car with wing, engines, tyres and all sorts of stuff, but it's an arcade style game. It doesn't make a great deal of difference. If it does, it's quite small. Now the load times on this game are quite big, so I will edit those down. Right, away we go. I think I accidentally skipped qualifying and went into the race. But anyway, so you'll notice. Oh man, this is quite quick. How am I going to commentate on this? Right, you'll notice this is quite quick speed. I'm in the Williams. I should be able to go a lot quicker than any of these people. It does look different from the Mega Drive version. It's cockpit view rather than chase view, so it gives you an extra sense of speed. Engine sound is brilliant on this. It doesn't play as well as Room, so I'd pick that out of the two so far. Trying to hit the apexes here. You see the position in the mid left there, 4th out of 12. This is 3 laps, the Sega Mega Drive version. I think we had to do 4 laps to just keep on the track, but always best to qualify first. Whoa. And then to get a good grid position. Looks like this version is a lot easier than the Mega Drive version in terms of your opponents. Now what's good with this one is that all your opponents seem to have different car colours. Well, there's a mixture of it. There's a red one, a blue one and a yellow one. So it gives you a mixture there. The Mega Drive version, it seemed like it was all the same car. Now in rookie mode we don't have to make any pit stops. You can see my tyre wear on the top right underneath the rev counter by those 4 black tyres. If we lose all of them, then we have to make a pit stop, and that's more prevalent if you go into a higher mode. Right, the car handling is not too bad. The graphics aren't as smooth as Room, but it is a bog standard arcade racer. It's got the Formula 1 licence. Nigel Mansell's attached to it, but as I say, Room was better for my money. But this is a very arcade style. It's better than Super Monaco on Grand Prix on the Commodore Amiga. That conversion could have been a lot better, so I would have picked this one over that. So it's like middle of the road really, pardon the pun. Right, now I am having to concentrate a bit here, but the car holding around the corners is quite good. We're first out of 12 other racers, all 12 cars from the Formula 1 1992 season are represented here, but instead of 2 drivers per team, it is just 1. I think the drivers do differ from the Mega Drive version. This is on the Amiga 1200 by the way, so I'm not quite sure what differences between this and the Amiga 500 version was. I'm playing the 1200 version because I couldn't get the 500 to work. This is being emulated, I will admit that. The scenery is quite sparse, i.e. there's, well, hardly any. There is a little bit of pop-up here. Horizon graphic is bog standard as well, what you sort of expect. But the best thing about this game, I would say so far, is the sound. 3 laps to get to the front. Every so often you might see an artifact on the screen there. I don't know if that's because of the emulation. The actual game, I think I had this back in the day on the Amiga 500, didn't seem to have that. But it seems very similar to me. Automatic gears, you want a better challenge, then go for a manual. But that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Big nose. Right, okay. This is Kyalami in South Africa. Nigel Mansell won the World Championship in 1992, but his Williams on some tracks was, well, almost 2 seconds a lap or more quicker than the other cars. So his only other competition for the championship, we're going to win, boom, was Riccardo Patrese. And Riccardo Patrese, a good driver, but not as good as Mansell. Right, so a few different drivers. Don't think Herbert's in the Mega Drive version, or Katayama's there. And we've got Brundle here. No Schumacher. So they've gone for the other driver. Benetton, I think, was Brundle and Michael Schumacher. Amiga version shows Brundle. Mega Drive version shows Schumacher. And here's the podium. There's Nigel Mansell with his fancy moustache and 2nd and 3rd place. It's good to see the different boiler suits represented for the teams. That wasn't on the Mega Drive version, so that's better. The presentation on this game is absolutely fantastic. Gameplay slightly less so. Mexico. Right, let's qualify this time. See the weather conditions? It's dry. A few straights there, so a bit of an argument to say maybe I should reduce the downforce, but I think rookie mode is quite easy. Right, on the grid we go. Take it away, man. So it looks quite dark. It might start raining. So we're qualifying. We start from the pit lane. I think we've got just one lap to prove ourselves. We're trying to go from pole position. But the first race I won from the back of the grid without even qualifying. So, yep. We'll see how time goes. I'll do maybe this race and another one. If we still got enough time, maybe I'll have a quick race of Monaco as well. I'm not quite sure as of yet. But yeah, very, very fast indeed this. Do look at my review of Room, which I've done quite some time ago. I've been meaning to do the data disc of that one with the extra tracks, but for some reason I've never got round to it. This is good fun. Now, you see that when Mansell turns the steering wheel there, you see that it's not just a set graphic. There will be a bit of vibration on his hands as they go round. I would like the option to drive a different car. The car takes no damage, at least in rookie mode. It just stops still, and you see the mirrors there on the cockpit. They're usable, so if you look at them, although they are tiny, occasionally you might see a car behind you or the bend you just went round. So that's quite clever also. So subtle differences to the Mega Drive version. One is that's chase view, this is cockpit. This has got real engine sounds, so that's a lot more beefier, and this version is a bit quicker. And I would say slightly more fun also. But Formula 1 races, the best one was the Polygon one, Jeff Craven's Microprose Formula 1 race. Right, come on. But I did enjoy this back in the day. Rookie mode is a little bit too easy. Maybe I should have put it on a higher mode to do your own gears. Right, where's the end of the lap there? This must be the end soon. Keep going, Mansell. Gremlin were good. The best racer they ever did, and for my money, is Lotus Esprit 2. Maybe Lotus 3, because it's essentially the same game with extra tracks. That is the granddaddy for me. But it's good to come up with these games every now and again. I've still got quite a few good ones yet to cover. Right, so we got pole position by 14 seconds. Well, 13 seconds, so that's quite good. Nigel Mansell had about a 2-second gap in the day. 13 to Treasury's second. So here's all our teams. Jordan, Brabham, McLaren, there we go, in better days. I should win this race quite easily then, shouldn't I? If I get off to a good start, I'll probably get mugged on the start, to be honest with you. But I do like a racing game. I'll let the bad ones off, but this is okay. It's not the best one, but it's sort of like slightly above mid-table. Boo, and I just love these engine sounds. I can listen to them all day. Oh, car's gone past, possibly a McLaren. No driver name to tell me who that is in front of me. The track's quite narrow, so you need to use your skill, but I can run into the back of them as long as I want. Check out the, if you get time when you're racing, check out the dots on the map. That tells you, well, visually how far you are in front or behind the cars either side of you, obviously. Through, all gone wide there, clip the side. Now I've dropped back into third place. Gone past him again, reclaimed second. Oh, I can't get past this car. He's going well slow. I mean, I presume that's to Cheseris then. I can go 14 seconds a lap quicker than you. You're really holding me up. And it started raining. I hope that will happen. It's raining and we haven't got wet weather tyres on. You could risk going in the pits and changing your tyres, but we're only doing 3 laps here, so why bother? At the time it would take you, you wouldn't be able to get back within 3 laps. Whoa! Yeah, good weather conditions really. But not as good as the Thunder and Lightning stage on Lotus Esprit 2 and 3. No snow. I'd love a Formula 1 game that had snow in it, like a fantasy one where you could have tracks in the Arctic. Go to Africa, have tracks in Cameroon. Someone should do that, I think. If you're listening, do it. I want to race in Greenland and Iceland, and not Iceland the supermarket. That'd be a rubbish race. I mean, Iceland the country. If you're outside the UK, Iceland is a supermarket in the UK. Is it in any other places? I'm not quite sure. Right, let me know about that. We went off onto a tangent. This is Formula 1. Williams. The year after, I think I mentioned this in the other Nigel Mansell video, but you might not have watched that. Nigel Mansell was world champion in 1992 Formula 1. He then went to IndyCars because he didn't want to be in the same team as Alain Prost, who Williams had just signed. And he won the IndyCar as well. Good stuff, eh? That's impressive. Nigel Mansell only won one championship at time of recording. Another UK driver, Hamilton, has won 5 championships, the same as Juan Manuel Fangio. If Mansell stayed at Williams, who knows, he might have won another one, but it would have been versus Alain Prost. Right, come on. Look at the speed on the right. I think we can change that to miles an hour if we want to. We're on the final lap, we're winning again. I think we'd have the rookie championship all wound up quite easily. The rain don't seem to be slowing us down. The car isn't handling too much differently with this rain splattering on the track. We'd like to see some grandstands go past. It's the Amiga 1200. Should have had an extra bit of grunt to be able to do that, but it's not really showing the Amiga 1200 as strong as it could have been. There's no spectators watching here. Formula 1 goes the way it is going, and the 2019 season isn't as exciting. This is the problem that they might have. Everyone might go and watch Formula E instead, which is super duper exciting so far. But at time of recording, the 2019 season hasn't even started, and I'm hoping it will be close. Hopefully. You need the Ferrari and the Mercedes and the Red Bull all to have similar speeds, I think, to make it exciting. McLaren being in the mix wouldn't hurt too, but I don't think that's going to happen. The McLaren bit at least, anyway. Right, lap 3, just got to edge towards the end and then we're cooking. Go Nigel, go! He's my favourite driver with a moustache. Right, we've won again. Good. Now in the Mega Drive version, Gerhard Berger kept winning. Good to see him in this one as well, not quite so quick. Only the top 6 drivers score in this era. Later on it was the 10 drivers score. So Williams do it again. Go Williams, go. Right, I don't know if that music's messing up a little bit. I think the music might be messing up a little bit. Anyway, who cares? So it's all about the race. And I win again with the big trophy, and another 2 drivers in red waving their arms around, waving their hands in the air like they just don't care. Oh, I think we will do Brazil. We will do Brazil. What's the time? Yeah, we'll do Brazil, then we might sneak in Monaco as well. So the video is already longer than I intended it to be. But anyway, the YouTube servers could probably take it, and it saves someone else uploading some other crap. But I've never got an email saying the YouTube servers are all full up, no more uploads, just settle with what you got. Yeah. On the grid again, prepare to qualify. Off we go in this super F1 show. Make up your own rhymes. So it is pretty standard once you've seen one track. Whoops, that's going to cost some time. Once you've seen one track, you seem to have seen them all. This one's got green grass either side. Doesn't look much like the Brazilian track so far. Slight undulation, but not a great deal. Brazil is well known for having quite a bit of undulation. This looks like it's doing the bare minimum. Oops, dearie me, look, Nick. I wouldn't be able to get round a single lap. Normally, driving like this, the car would have been extremely broken as he crashes again. If I get pole position driving around like this, I'd be surprised, but we did get pole position on the last track by a staggering 1:4:14 seconds. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, for this era, best engine sounds I've ever come across. 1992, Nigel Mansell's World Championship. I would have liked to have seen him do the Formula 1 season against Alain Prost, but Damon Hill took his position, sporting the number 0. You won't see that again. And Prost won the championship, and then Prost went, and then Senna come in, and that was, well, unfortunately, that was an awfully sad season. That was the last season Ayrton Senna was to race, and we all know why. Man, it's got a bit melancholy. Let's change the subject. How did I fall into that? Yes, Damon Hill won the championship, and that shyster Jacques Villeneuve joined the team, and he became world champion shortly afterwards. And yes, and then it started going downhill for Williams, and nowadays they're near the back, aren't they? Yep, they've had a further fall from grace than McLaren. Deary me again. Right, keep on. Oh look, if this ends up pole position, I think I'll buy a lottery ticket, because I've written off the car 4 or 5 times, and yes. Must be coming to the end now. None of this track's recognisable from the Brazilian track here. I've gone around loads of times on the PlayStation. Formula 1 2010 is the most up-to-date Formula 1 game I've played, so maybe I need to fix that. Right, that should be back of the grid going on that. Good. Wonder what my pit crew is shouting to me through my radio. I got pole position again, despite all those errors by, well, more or less 3 seconds. just under 3 seconds. So this is going to be a walk in the park. Just need to keep it on the track. I'm going to win easily. No doubt cars have come past me because my starting's been rubbish. We've got a good start there. They coming past me? Yes, one's passed. Don't know who that is. I've got him on the inside, but I had to go off the track to do so. Maybe caught with cutting corners and someone's back. Now you see an advert every now and again go past. I only just noticed that for the game Zool. That was also on the Commodore Amiga, of course. I need to review that on the Mega Drive. But Zool was like a platform game, and it heavily advertised Chuppa Chup lollies, and it was disgraceful in that respect. Great game, but disgraceful advertising. Not very subtle product placement. So have a look at that review. Zool and Zool 2. Another one I reviewed a long time ago. Now keep the car on the tarmac. We're position 3 of 12. You can see there's a little gap between me and 4th place if you want to glance up at the map in the middle there. So I'm definitely going to get a podium position. It's just a question of can I overtake 2nd and 1st before the race is complete. Keep going. That's always a good thing to say. If I was the team mechanic over the radio, I'd just say, Nigel, keep going. I'm sure that wouldn't have occurred to him. Right, I can see a car in front of me. Don't know who it is. But we try and pick our moment, oh dear, and get past. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. 4th is miles behind. So it's a yellow car, a red car, and white car is me. Although the Williams is blue, yellow, and white. Sponsored by Camel, who is a cigarette company. And you won't see that again because tobacco sponsorship was banned maybe a few seasons afterwards. They said that the sheer money that tobacco companies put into Formula 1, with the lack of that, it would kill the sport, but it didn't. So the sport will always survive. Whatever you do, there's quite clever people out there, and they'll find ways to make the budget last. As long as everyone's on a similar budget, it's competitive. When you get 1 or 2 teams with a much higher budget than everyone else, then it gets boring. And again, that's why Formula E is good, because everyone is on similar budgets. So that's only been going like 4 or 5 years now, and no doubt the budget is going to slowly creep up as new inventions and technology goes forward. But at the moment it's pretty cool. Try and catch up with it if you can. A few ex-Formula 1 drivers, whoops, are in that, including Felipe Massa. Heifeld used to be in that, but not anymore. I think he drove for Williams as well at some point, but that was at a stage where Williams was dropping down the order. Right, I'm still in 3rd place with this jibber-jabbing. I've got to make 2 up places on my last lap. Good, right, so 2nd place. Oh, stop crashing into the Zool sign. There is no Dana, only Zool. Right, that's my Ghostbuster reference. I probably do all the time whenever Zool is mentioned. They could have called this Brum Brum Cars, but didn't. Went for Nigel Mansell's World Championship. Got the license from him. That's just a bit of factoid I made up off the top of my head. Where's 1st place? Well, that yellow car's a bit of a distance in front of me. I don't think I'm going to catch them up. The other cars don't break down or crash in this. There's no chance there. I don't make pit stops, at least not on a rookie mode. So what can we say about this game as I come round almost to the finish? Good graphics, good speed, brilliant presentation. Gameplay could be a bit better. Not as good as a Broom. That's pretty much it. But much better than Ferrari Formula 1, another racer I reviewed. But this tries to attempt arcade. I think I prefer F17 as well, by Team 17. But you know, there's lots to like about this one, and it's a game I would play again. But I'm a sucker for racing games, and we come 2nd. Martin Brundle wins. I don't think Martin Brundle ever won a race in his career, but in this review he won, so well done Martin. Here's a view you won't see. Again, Martin Brundle lifting the trophy, another Englishman, and Mansell going really excited. The most emotion he's ever shown. Right, let's get out of here. The review's already a bit too long, but we'll try Monaco just to see what that's like, see what the tunnel is like. We won't do qualifying, I don't think. We'll just jump straight in just to see the track. So a quick 3 laps, and then we're out of here, and then we would have given the game a real good go. 27% chance of rain, straight onto the race circuit. So at the back of the grid. Now, the back of the grid at Monaco, normally you have no chance of winning. Right, now, there should be a really tight corner coming up, heading towards the right, and then we go up a hill, normally in the real race. It's represented that well. It doesn't look like Monaco, there's no buildings at all. This was all uphill in the real race. That was straighter. Then left, right, then there was like a drain cover to go round. That straight isn't long enough, so it's a bare minimum representation of Monaco. Yeah, I don't know whereabouts I am on the track now. There's no landmarks. Would have been nice to see a few buildings here and there. Do compare it with the Amiga review of Super Monaco, or Monaco Grand Prix. I think it was called Super Monaco, yeah. Didn't have the Ayrton Senna license that one. Here's the tunnel. This is quite cool. The engine sound doesn't change as you go through the tunnel. Gremlin could have changed that. They certainly did with the Lotus 2 games. Yeah, so it's an essence of Monaco without being Monaco. I've overtaken half the field. Well, a few of them got past me there. Right, yeah, so overtaking in Monaco on this game is exactly the same as overtaking on any other track. So they're all pretty much the same. It's just the layouts they change and the horizon graphic. All the road signs are the same. So yeah, it almost could have been done with a course designer, I would have thought. And then they've changed the colour of the grass either side. Yeah, could have been better, this game. Could have been better. Would have kept you going if you had nothing else. The weather conditions are good, but they don't really add too much to the gameplay. I suppose it's something they could say in reviews or on the box, changing weather conditions, but it's just a graphical extra rather than anything simulated. Arcade racing. Nice to see it though. Glad they put it there rather than leave it out. Right, third place. Whoops, whoa. So yeah, that tunnel graphic is a little bit dodgy as well. But it does look similar to the Lotus tunnels, yeah, fair. Broom, 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 cars. Hold on. Yes, that's good. I think this was the yeah, I think this was the swimming pool section in the real car. Or was it? I think there's a bit of the track seems to be missing that don't really match up to the course track above me. Whoa. Good stuff. I mean, I would have completed the whole championship back in the day. I think I did. Certainly in rookie, just to see what happened at the end. I can't quite remember what happened at the end now. So, final lap. Well, I think there's a yellow car in the lead again. So I wonder if that is Martin Brundle. Now he's got a taste of winning. Simulated, he's going to do it all the time. Sometimes you see a bit of tyre vibration. I think the wheels coming off the tarmac or something. That's good to see. I do prefer this view, cockpit view, to the Mega Drive chase view. Gives you more realism of where you are. Let's not go crazy about realism because this isn't real at all. But it makes it a bit more exciting to be lower down on the tarmac. Man. The Mega Drive version, when you crash, you went into a spin. This doesn't actually spin. You just lose a bit of speed. So very arcadey in that respect. Get out of the way. No. Well, I'm in second place. I think we won't be able to catch Brundle before the end unless he parks it. Martin Brundle, a good old chap. I wish he had won a few races. He was with the same team as Michael Schumacher, of course, in his first full season with Benetton. Michael Schumacher won quite a few races, but there was, I think there was a record set where Brundle, every race of the second half of the season, he was on the podium. Right, we come a second. Martin Brundle does it again. Well done him. Let's give him a trophy, maybe. Stefano Modena in last place. Well done, Martin. And a guy in green there third. I forgot who that was. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. As I say, in roundup, it's an okay racer. Great presentation, great music, great engine sounds. Gameplay could be a bit better, but it isn't disastrous. And not a bad little game, which I enjoyed back in the day. So that was Nigel Mansell's World Championship, published by Gremlin Graphics in 1992. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, by all means put that below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading what you have to say. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.